Skills non-binary past. They were going to do Chicago Med, ex-male Dr. Preist, reader, short story. So this is Dr. Ethan Chow, ex-male priest, Dr. Reader. So this is going to be the short story. Introduction, story, becoming boyfriends. Nurse, Tony, can you come down, deal with a cancer patient? Choi, you called? Ah! The nurse jumped up and down, scared out of her mind of what the doctor Choi had done. When she calmed down, she started to breathe in and out, scared out of her mind. Choi was laughing in his head. Tony, don't do that. Sorry, I'm very sorry, April. I didn't not mean to scare you. I know. It was so kind of hard to make sure you were in your office. Yeah, I'm sorry. Choi smiled in his father priest's outfit from the precept of the Chicago Med Hospital Church. He smiled and rubbed April's head and smiled and kissed her cheek, telling her I'm sorry as a best friend would do as a brother figure. April smiled and kissed her cheek and smiled and looked at the best thing in her life and wanted to go and grab his arm to go and see if something would be going on. Where are we going? We are going to the ER. I know, but if something happens to me, know that I need to do the crystals for my problem. I would do anything for you. I know, my sister figure. Can I be trusted? Can I be trusted in myself to take care of you? Yes, I know, but I just need to know if it's going to be a good part of me. I know. They went to in the elevator. They were in the elevator. Were having a little panic attack, and April hugged him, and he smiled and looked at April in the eyes and smiled. And when the doors opened, they smiled and walked to the boys' room. Joy smiled and went to the area, and Chow was staying there, seeing the priest come to him. What do we got? How is this the one you knew would do this? Yes, he is a special kind of doctor. What kind? I'm a spiritual doctor. Okay, come with me. Toy headed with Chow to the boys' room, and the parents smiled and saw the boy smile as well. It was like an angel had come into the hospital room to save this boy. He smiled, looked at the boy, and whispered to Chow, he has stage 4 cancer. You mean he has died today? Yeah, he is. Might get a visit from one of the other two people. Might from one or the other person. Which per people, Grim Reaper or Life? I don't know yet, but something might be that Life would be the main person to bring back him and take away his cancer. Well, what do we say to the parents and the patient? Leave it to me. Toyu went up to the family of 3. He walked to them and sat on the bed to the boy. The boy looked at him and he smiled, looked at him and smiled. The boy smiled as well. Joy was going to open his mouth, and then he smiled and gave Chow the signal to leave. Chow left and closed the curtain. Okay, I'm a spiritual doctor. So you're going to help my son? Yes, I am. How can we help our son? I have a gift that lets a woman called Life to control me and take away your son's cancer and put it into me. You mean he would be cancer-free? Yes. So I would be like asking if you could let my staff come in to work on your son that knows about this kind of case. Yes, please. All right, my staff, get in here. The staff totally ran in, knowing there would be something going down that would mean Tully is going through the life, taking away the boy's catcher. April was the leader of the group, and she stood by Tully. Tully gave April the signal to tell the parents to go get coffee, because they would not like to watch this part on their boy going through. So I smiled when the parents left, and Choi looked at the boy and he smiled and looked at the heart monitor. Your heart is dropping, and it means that something would be going wrong with you, but that means you are dying from your cancer, all right. When you die, you see a woman. She is a woman named Alive. She is going to heal you and bring you back to life. All right, when that happened, this would be something that you would get used to. All right, so are you ready? Yes, I am. He started to close his eyes, and then the boy had died, and life had come into the room and started to bring him back to life. And when she was done, I signaled that to do Cold Angel, and they started to do it. And when they were done doing it, it was so awesome because they were doing a good job. When he came back, this was my fun part. I smiled at him, and when I felt the blood in my body going into me through the throat. So I went to the side and I spit on the ground. It fell on the ground and April ran to me and started to signal to push Cold Blue. When that was done, everyone ran, including our boss and Charles. I sputtered on the ground and then passed out from the blood in my mouth and lungs. They got me on a gurney and started to run me into the emergency room. When they got to the emergency room, they started to work on me, and when they were done, I heard April say we need the crystals. I smiled when April ran and got the crystals and put them on my body, and then I started to fix what was causing me to bleed. I smiled and got up, and April hugged me and kissed my cheek, telling me I'm all right. Thanks, April. You're okay. I know, and it's good you knew what to do. I did this every time you did this for people. I know I love being your brother. I know, and I love being your sister. So can I go see if he is okay? I will get you the wheelchair. Thank you, April. April went to get a wheelchair. When she came back, she got me into the wheelchair and started to head to the boy so I can check on him myself. When we got there, the boy cried, thinking I was dead. I smiled and rubbed his head, showing him that I was fine. So you feel better? Yeah, I do. That's good. Are you okay? Yeah, I am. That's good. Yeah, he is. I smiled and looked at him and started to think of his name. Then it came to me. Your name is Tyson, right? Yeah, it is. I'm Tyson Blake. I'm Tony Lawrence. Nice to meet you, Dr. Tony Lawrence. Nice to meet you as well, you too, Tyson Blake. I'm April Sexton. If you wanted to know Tyson Blake. It's nice to meet you, April Sexton. So I wanted to check your lungs, okay? I checked his lungs and they were good, and Chow was blushing, seeming like I was being a good parental figure to the kids I would take care of. I smiled, looked at the best thing in my life, and it was so cute how Chow was blushing about me. I smiled and Chow turned his head to look at the other direction. I smiled and went back to my patient. He smiled, thinking me and Chow were a couple. I smiled, looked at them, and he smiled. I was done when the parents came in. He is all better. The catcher is gone. Thank you so much, Doctor. I'm Dr. Choi Lawrence. Thank you, Dr. Choi Lawrence. You are very welcome. You are an angel in disguise, if you could say that. Thank you very much, Dr. Choi Lawrence. It's fine, and I should be going. Have a good day, you three. Yes, have a good day, Dr. Choi Lawrence. Have a very good day, Dr. Choi Lawrence. Have a best good day, Dr. Choi Lawrence. I smiled, and April pushed me out of there and to go to Chow, and I smiled and tapped his shoulder, and he smiled and kissed my cheek, and April left to leave us alone. I smiled, looked up at him. No, I like you more than a friend. I guess that. Would you be my boyfriend? Yes, I would be your boyfriend. Thank you, Tony. You are welcome, Chow. We smiled and kissed our lips, and it was time for me to go back to my office. So Chow brought me back to my office, and we smiled and knew it was the best day ever. And I loved how he was now classified as my boyfriend now, and we are together as a couple and being best friends. I love you, Ethan. I love you too, Tony. So do you want to go on a date one day? Sure, I love that. I could take you out to a restaurant. I would love that. Alright, I would make the reservations. Alright, Toy, is that okay? Yes, yeah, it is. Alright, we smiled, looked into each other's eyes, and on what our future would be together, and I loved what I saw in our lives together. I would do anything for my lover, that is Ethan Chow, and he would do anything for me as well. Happy guys, do it, and that's peace out, guys.